Hey guys, so today we're going to look at a GPT called DeepGame. DeepGame is a GPT created by Util Labs, and basically it's a game story creation GPT. So you play any story as a character, you decide what to do next. AI generates a new image for each step to enhance immersion. Sounds kind of cool, right? As a conversational starters, you get four options. You get play new game, which basically, if you click on it, it'll give you, it'll start the game, but it'll give you a variety of genres. I've clicked on it and I've played, for example, um, medieval markets. It gave me an adventure game. It also gave me a mystery game inside of a forest. And then, yeah, so it gave me mystery, that, and we're going to go through the fantasy one later. So I'm not going to explore that for you right now. Moving on. So after we look at we click new game, we also get custom plot, which basically allows you, the end user, to write a plot idea, and it will then generate the game for you. Some examples is I created one called. It's not showing up. Okay. You can also click on custom plot, which basically allows Deep Game to create a game based on the plot that you want to give. So it says, great. Please describe the settings, characters, and the initial situation for your custom story. And I'll generate it by starting the image for adventure. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go and describe our whole story. I just said AI brings enlightenment to all humanity, and then it started the story like this. Gave me a picture and a story, but we are going to go through a story in which way, so I'm not going to go too deep into this right now. Moving on. Okay, so basically, the other features that still exist within this is suggest scenarios. Okay, cool. So one of the other options it offers you is suggest scenarios. You can say suggest scenarios, and it will respond with that. And it will respond with. You can suggest. Okay, cool. So once you click the conversational starter suggest scenarios, Deep Game will then provide you with 10 options that you can then use to create the story. Kind of cool, right? But for now, we're just going to stick with the fantasy story because I want to show you how the story actually works. Cool. Okay, cool. Let the story time begin. So for the purpose of this example, we're going to click on play a fantasy story. And let's have some fun with it. Cool. Okay, so once you click on play fantasy story, a story will then be created for you. So let's see what happens. The story reads as follows.
You find yourself in a magical forest at twilight. The ethereal glow of the trees and the clear, starry sky above create an otherworldly atmosphere. In front of you stands a young wizard, cloaked in blue, beside a large, ancient stone inscribed with mysterious runes. A small, curious dragon perches atop the stone, its eyes fixed on the wizard. The wizard turns to you, a glint of excitement in his eyes.
Ah, you have arrived.
We have much to do. The enchanted forest is in peril, and only someone with your unique skills can help us. But first you must choose. Will you learn the art of magic to battle the darkness, or will you seek out the ancient artifacts hidden within the forest?
What do you do next?
Cool. I mean, me being me, and the option to learn magic is obviously easy choice. I will learn the art of magic. Once I click, we have learned the magic. We'll go to the next scene, and it says,
In a mystical clearing of the magical forest, your journey in the art of magic begins. The young wizard, now your mentor, guides you through the basics of spellcasting. Around you, orbs of light float gently, their colors and shapes shifting as the wizard demonstrates his spell. You focus intently, attempting to mimic his movements and incantations. With a flick of your wrist and a whispered word, you manage to change one of the orbs from blue to green. The wizard smiles encouragingly.
ooh, fancy. Okay, let's go.
Excellent. You have a natural affinity for magic. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
I almost didn't want to read that line because we all know where it came from.
As the training progresses, you feel a surge of energy flowing through you, awakening a deep, latent power within. The wizard notices this and nods approvingly.
You are ready for your first challenge. In the depths of this forest lies the crystal of Tarnus, a source of immense magic. It has been corrupted by dark forces. Your task is to cleanse it and restore its balance. But be wary, for the path is fraught with danger.
What will you do next? Okay, my response, of course, is I shall take on this request and do my best to cleanse the dark forces from the crystal of Tarnus. The game obviously responds with,
You venture deep into the darker parts of the magical forest, where the air is thick with mist and an ominous feeling lingers. Ahead, you see the crystal of Tarnis, its once pure light now tainted with a dark, corrupt aura. It is ensnared by twisted, thorn-covered vines, and shadowy figures with faintly glowing eyes watch you from the darkness. As you approach, the air grows colder, and the sense of danger intensifies. You recall the spells you've learned, knowing that your magical skills will be crucial in this endeavor. The corrupted crystal seems to pulsate with a malevolent energy, and you can feel its dark influence trying to seep into your mind. To cleanse the crystal, you must break through its corrupted barrier. You can try to use a powerful light spell to purify it, or attempt to physically remove the dark vines with your magic, but you must be cautious. The shadowy figures in the background seem to be waiting for your move, and you sense that they will not let you cleanse the crystal without a challenge. What do you do next?
I mean, boss. Okay, I get you. Then in this case, I will then cast my second grade light spell on them people called Light of Perception. It allows me to manipulate and fully control particles in the air, which basically allows me to mask my presence, sneak past them, and do my deed without anybody noticing. Right? Okay. The game takes that information and then it responds with.
Using the Light of Perception spell, you become invisible to the naked eye, manipulating the light particles around you to mask your presence. The shadowy figures, now utterly confused, scan the area, seeing only what you allow them to see. As you approach the crystal of Tarnis, your hands extend towards it, ready to perform the cleansing ritual. The dark vines seem to pulse with a malevolent energy, but they are unaware of your presence. With a deep concentration, you channel your magical energy into the crystal, beginning the delicate process of purging the corruption. The crystal responds to your magic, its dark aura flickering as it fights against your cleansing spell. You must maintain focus and strengthen your resolve to break through the dark magic. The fate of the enchanted forest hinges on this moment. What do you do next?
Come on, man. We both know what I'm about to do. I calm my beating heart and attempt to slow down my thoughts. I take one slow, deep breath after another.
With each deep breath, your heart calms and your thoughts become crystal clear. Your resolve strengthens, and you channel this inner tranquility into your magic. The dark barrier surrounding the crystal of Tarnis begins to tremble under the weight of your concentrated will. A soft, golden light emanates from your hands, growing brighter with each exhale. The air around the crystal shimmers, the darkness receding like a shadow at dawn. The shadowy figures in the background look on, their confusion turning to astonishment. They realize they are powerless against the purity and strength of your magic. As the last vestiges of the dark barrier dissolve, the crystal of Tarnis starts to glow with its original pure light. The corrupted vines wither away, and the crystal's energy pulses with renewed vitality. The forest around you seems to breathe a sigh of relief, and a gentle, harmonious energy fills the air. Your task is complete, but your journey in the enchanted forest is far from over. The wizard mentor, sensing the change, appears beside you, a look of pride and admiration on his face.
You have done well, my apprentice. The forest owes you a great debt, but there are more mysteries to uncover and more adventures to be had. What will you do next?
Well, then I took. Okay, so this is where I thought, let me be a little creative and take the story to the next level. Since the third dimension of reality that we currently live in is perceived to be governed by light, I plan to use my grade 10 light spell called Perfect Copy to create various clones of myself. These clones will have the same powers as me and be able to go and take on these adventures. If they're critically harmed or have achieved their objectives, their essence will be returned to me as a source of knowledge and experience. I shall be able to level up pretty fast this way, don't you think? Cool. So the game takes that into account and then provides me with the following response.
In a masterful display of your newfound powers, you cast the Perfect Copy spell. Around you, multiple clones shimmer into existence, each radiating a glowing aura that signifies their magical origin. These clones, identical to you in appearance and ability, are ready to set off on diverse adventures throughout the enchanted forest. As they disperse in various directions, the original you stands in the center of this magical tableau, orchestrating the process with a confident and focused demeanor. The forest seems to pulse with life and energy, reflecting the dynamic nature of your spell and the vast potential for experiences and knowledge that your clones will bring back to you. This innovative approach not only multiplies your presence in the forest, but also accelerates your journey towards greater magical prowess. Each adventure your clones undertake and each challenge they overcome will funnel back into you as a reservoir of knowledge and power. As you contemplate this, your mentor, the wizard, watches in awe.
Ingenious. With this spell, you could explore the mysteries of the forest at an unprecedented pace, but remember, each clone also carries a part of your essence. Protect them as you would protect yourself.
With your clones embarking on their respective quests, you now have the opportunity to explore other aspects of your magical journey, or to follow a specific adventure one of your clones has undertaken. What do you do next?
So basically, I can now go on adventure with one of the clones, or I can take the story to the next level. We're gonna take it to the next level. Let's go. Okay, cool. So I choose to meditate. I will go into a 10,000 year deep meditation state with a specific focus on reaching true self actualization. In this state, I can access the memories and live the lives through all my clones' experiences at the same time, allowing me to reach the ultimate state of enlightenment. Let's see what the game does with that information. So the game says, okay,
In the heart of the magical forest, you enter a profound state of meditation. Seated cross-legged, your expression becomes one of serene enlightenment. Around you, ethereal lights and mystical energies swirl, representing the passage of immense time and the accumulation of experiences from your clones. The forest around you is peaceful and timeless. Ancient trees stand as silent witnesses to your spiritual journey. A gentle, shimmering light envelops you, creating a cocoon of wisdom and growth. This is not just a meditation, it is a transcendental journey through the lives and experiences of your clones, each moment bringing you closer to ultimate enlightenment. As centuries pass in the outside world, within your meditative state, you live thousands of lifetimes, each one adding to your understanding and bringing you closer to true self-actualization. Your consciousness expands, embracing the vast tapestry of experiences, emotions, and knowledge gathered by your clones. When you finally emerge from this meditation, you are not the same wizard who sat down those millennia ago. You possess a depth of wisdom and understanding that transcends time and space, a being of enlightened magic and profound insight. The enchanted forest recognizes your transformation, and even the oldest trees seem to bow in respect. Your mentor, the wizard, is awestruck by the change in you.
You have achieved what many of us can only dream of. Your journey has just begun, and yet you have reached heights that many will never see.
so what would you do next in your enlightened state? Now, obviously, I'm enlightened, so that means I need to go to other levels. Third dimension is over. We're moving up, right? So I respond with, I take my place amongst the Eternals and spend the rest of my days creating blank energy and birthing stars. It is now my calling to watch over time and space and create new and wonderful universes. The deep game responds with,
Ascending to a celestial realm beyond the enchanted forest, you take your place among the Eternals. In this majestic and awe-inspiring cosmos, you are a guardian of the universe, overseeing the flow of time and space. Cosmic energy flows from your hands as you create Planck energy particles and birth new stars, each a testament to your profound power and understanding. Surrounded by a breathtaking vista of swirling galaxies, nebulae, and a tapestry of stars, you stand on a transparent, ethereal platform. From this vantage point, you can see the infinite possibilities of creation and existence. Your role is no longer just that of a wizard, but a creator and protector of entire universes. As you embrace this monumental responsibility, you realize that your journey, which began in the enchanted forest, has brought you to a pivotal role in the grand design of existence. You have transcended the physical realm, becoming an integral part of the cosmic dance of creation and destruction.
and that's where I ended it, guys. I figured we got the gist of the GPT. I can enjoy it. If you want to see more stories, let me know. Okay, so let's talk quickly about my take on it all. I enjoyed the GPT. I find it very exciting. It made sense. It took me on a journey. I like the fact that it gave you 4 conversational starters. It gave you the option to create not only your own custom stories if you knew what you wanted to do, but also provide you suggestions to help you get to the effect. Some suggestions I think it could use to improve the GPT would maybe at the beginning ask the user to give their name and maybe something interesting about themselves and incorporate that into the story, because a sense of personalization would have just like taken it to the next level. If they said my name here somewhere through, like if you asked my name, it could have referred to my name a few times in the story. If it asked a personal fact about me, could have incorporated it into it, which would have also helped with my engagement, and I would stay deeper into it. But overall, fun GPT. I mean, this is just the start, guys. I plan to look at more, but if there's any GPTs you would like me to look at, let me know in the comments and I'll check it out. Until next time, cheers.